Arizona, welcome back to another edition of the Silicon Oasis News Network. My name is Josue Romero, and I am stoked to be bringing you the tech news this week. So many great things announced just in the last 7 days, and we'll get to that shortly. But before we do, as always, awesome shout out to our sponsors powering these news videos week in, week out. Arizona, if you've not heard of Topo Advisors before, you need to learn about them. Topo Advisors is a firm that provides fractional CFO, FP&A, and a bookkeeping account services for early-stage venture-backed startups. Arizona, there are a lot of early-stage startups sprouting here around the valley, and a lot of them that are moving here. Topo Advisors is the partner you need. All right, now let's get right into the news for the week. In our first bit of news, Arizona, put your thinking caps on because the team at Plug and Play Accelerate AZ and the folks at the Southwest Mission Accelerator Center teamed up to co-host a tech trivia night. Taking place next Wednesday, August 27th at 5:30 p.m. at the basement of the US Bank Tower, which is a bank vault turned arcade room. Pretty cool, right? They aim to gather tech founders, investors, operators, and tech enthusiasts in general for an awesome night of community building, drinks, and tech trivia. If this is the first time you've heard of either of these organizations, Plug and Play Accelerate AZ is a program founded by the Arizona Commerce Authority to accelerate startup investment and growth here in the region. The Southwest Mission Accelerator Center, which is actually a pillar partner organization of the Silicon Oasis, is the center for defense innovation here in the Southwest. Arizona Tech, if you're looking for a good time and tech trivia and community building, this is the place to be next Wednesday, and we're going to include their registration link here in this post. Arizona, I love spam texts and calls and emails. Said no one ever. I know that was a really dumb way for me to intro this new segment, but hopefully it resonated with you because I am personally sick of the text spams and calls and emails. Every day I am ignoring more calls than I'm answering because even when my phone doesn't flag a call as spam, it's usually spam. The reason I'm bringing it up is because one of Arizona's very own builders, Rob Andersen, or the AntiSpam guy, is building a platform to help do away with it all. Called grapeID, his platform aims to help small businesses, governments, communication providers, consumers all do away with spam. Doesn't that sound wonderful? And why is it news? Because he literally was just in Anchorage, Alaska on August 15th, last week, to give a TED Talk about it. Now, as far as we know, that talk isn't going to be available online for a couple of months, but how awesome does a world of no spam sound? Per his LinkedIn, the platform is free to use for consumers, so you can go right now online, grapeID, check it out, sign up, and use it. Arizona, hopefully the future of a spam-free world is closer than we think. Rob, I am cheering you on. In our last bit of news, this one actually got the Valley really excited. Bonus Homes announces a $65.5 million seed funding round to open up its headquarters right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Bonus Homes, a company incubated out of the Operate Venture Studio, is a real estate technology and investment company focused on redefining the way that middle-class Americans build wealth through home ownership. Now, Arizona, the fact that they chose here and opened it up here is great, but the reasoning of the choice, in my opinion, is just as important. And I want to read to you the words of CEO Kyle Camruz, grabbed from his LinkedIn post, so you get an idea of what I mean. This move is more than strategic, it's personal. Phoenix's booming housing market, favorable business environment, and thriving tech ecosystem make it the perfect place to scale our mission-driven innovation. Arizona, more and more companies are choosing Arizona. We can't slow down. This is a great place not only to move your company to come here and to bring your problems, and I know I've said this before, but this is a great place to build the rest of your life. We've got a good business-friendly environment, a good environment in general, geographically, even though we toast every summer in the Phoenix Valley. You can drive up to Flagstaff or to the north within 2 hours. And we've got a great community. Arizona, when we call it the Silicon Oasis, it's because we want you to come here, bring your problems, and then stay to help the next generations. I have said it before, but we don't want you to come here and do Arizona like you might do San Francisco and then move out, or do New York and then move, which, by the way, I absolutely love those places to death. Don't get me wrong. But I have 2 kids here in Arizona. I love Arizona. And the fact that a tech CEO who comes from the outside and comes here and says that about our state is awesome. It's amazing. And we have to prove them right. We can't slow down. We have got to keep building. So anyone else out there continuing to build communities, builders clubs, you name it, accelerators, please keep at it. Please reach out to us if you'd like a spotlight. If you're building something personally as a tech project, reach out to it as well. We want to hear about it. We would love to feature you on the Silicon Oasis News Network. All right, everyone, that is it for this edition of the Silicon Oasis News Network. Special shout out to everyone we mentioned in these news video segments. Number 1, the Southwest Mission Accelerator Center. They are actually a pillar partner organization of the Silicon Oasis. So Jessica Sutton, thank you so much for sharing the news with us and your events and for your partnership. Please keep that stuff coming. For the second shout out, Rob Andersen, the anti-spam guy. We are cheering you on, man. I want to live in a world without spam. Thank you for building what you're building and for being a Silicon Oasis ambassador. And last but not least, Kyle Camruz, CEO of Bonus Homes. Thank you for choosing Arizona. Thank you for believing in Arizona. And we hope to prove you right. All right, everyone. That's it for this week, and we will catch you next week.